movie is called Kubo and the Two Strings, but his instrument has 3 strings. Kubo and the Two Strings is directed by Travis Knight, and it stars a little kid named Art Parkinson's and also Charlize Theron and Matthew McConaughey. And this is yet another movie from the production studio of Laika. They've made such movies as Paranorman and Coraline and those type of movies, those stop motion type of animated movies that really, honestly, kind of blow me away. It's not my favorite style of animation because I feel like it does get a little bit clunky at points, but it's amazing because all this stuff is really real and they took so much time to create it, and it really blows my mind watching these things, and I enjoy them on a little bit deeper of a level than a lot of other animated movies because it took so long to do it, so I commend it for that right off the bat. Going off of that point, this movie looks amazing. There are some seriously beautiful shots in this thing, some things that you could just take a picture of and put it on your wall. It looks that good. And going off of that, the voice talent for this thing really fit the animation. It really went so well with the story, and the characters that they had within it really did a great job of portraying the characters on the screen. Matthew McConaughey was my favorite part about this movie. Him and Charlize Theron they had great chemistry together. They had some really funny dialogue that really worked well for me. The little kid, he did a great job of really making you feel his emotion, really making you care about what's going on. I thought everybody that lent a voice in this thing did a great job. I loved listening to them, and you don't get pulled out of the movie knowing that, hey, that's Matthew McConaughey, because you know, even though you know it's him, you really don't notice that it's Matthew McConaughey. You know, he's completely that character, and that was awesome to see. I thought everybody did a great job voicing this movie, and the direction obviously goes with the animation. He's worked with this studio for so long. It's kind of the same team that's been going into it, so he did a fantastic job of really setting up shots, really leading the actors and everything. I thought the direction, the acting, and everything visually in this movie was amazing and top-notch. Now, my negatives with this movie is where the story is, because the story is so complicated. Let me just basically explain it to you. There's this little boy, Kubo, that he has some magical abilities, and he sets into motion events where he has to go on this quest with his monkey and a beetle, and he has to find these armor pieces to try to take on the bad guy at the end. It's like, that's me crazy oversimplifying the story. It is so much more complicated than that, and it's really kind of hard for me to wrap around everything that happens in this movie because it is so complicated. And for me, I feel that really took away from the movie because the movie is so complicated, it's so dense that I feel, even for me as an adult, that I was confused. This is like an animated movie that you want to take your kids to, and I feel like they are really gonna it's gonna go over their heads with some of this stuff. Like, it's beautiful to look at, and it's funny, and you know, there's some really cool action scenes, but the story of it is kind of confusing, and I feel like a lot of kids will not understand that. And besides that, it's kind of really scary at points, which that's fine. Like, you want kids to get a little bit scared because, you know, it's good for them, but this thing kind of scared me at some point. So I was just thinking about being a kid watching this movie, and I kind of understand parents not wanting to take their kids to this because it's kind of super scary and it's kind of overcomplicated, and I'm not sure how much they would like it. Don't get me wrong, I did like this movie, and I'm not saying that it's bad in any sort of way. I just feel like the story was a little bit lacking because it could have been told better, is all I'm saying. But overall, it's a movie that looks beautiful. It has some really funny moments, some really endearing moments, and I like the story overall. I just wish that it was told a little bit better and a little bit less confusingly, because it really is super dense for an animated movie, and just for a movie in general. It really kind of took me out of it a lot of the time. So overall, I liked the movie. I didn't love the movie like everybody else seemed to. I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel about it. I'm going to go 3.5 out of 5 for Kubo and the Two Strings, which, again, I don't understand the title. He has 3 strings throughout the whole movie. Anyway, I'm sorry, but I suggest seeing it. I think it's a good movie, just not amazing like everybody says it is. But that's just me. I liked it. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this and you want to see more reviews from a guy like me, Tom Waterloo, then please like and share this video. Leave a comment down below. And most importantly, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.